class.
What? Do we have to touch the floor?
What?
Like, we touch the floor?
You can bend your knees on this one to touch the floor. Everyone touches the floor.
God.
Yeah, bend some release.
I can't do that.
What's that?
Do we have to bend our knees?
Nope.
I'm gonna get
Oh,
you
okay.
flexible.
Okay, so we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and she sings at us. And then we go other, 2, 3, 4, and she sings, she sings, she sings. And over, we hold right here. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, position 2. Yeah? Cool.
They get all those stretches. They can touch their toes. They couldn't do that in the beginning. Everybody couldn't. Everybody was
Miss
that.
Candace, just so I'm clear, you don't want T-Rex arms, right? You want like a full, like none of these, yes? You want like a full stretch.
Miss Candace never wants T-Rex arms.
Just checking.
Thank you, Miss.
I was just checking because there was some very
Yeah, no.
minimal.
So look, ideally our arms are almost as straight here as they are when I rotate, and this should be a nice long T. Position 2, right? Hold. Oh my gosh. Position 2 here. Then we're all gonna tuck and roll. I don't care how you do it. You're just gonna roll to laying on our backs facing the back.
Oh, I do not have.
Our knees are up. It's okay. Your knees are up.
Okay. Sideways.
No, go back. You have plenty of room.
Oh, God.
Yeah. There we go.
Steps.
Try it from the beginning with music. Sure. There. Here we go.
I can't get up.
Black with a splash of soda. Face. Down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Together, swing sides. And 1.
Before I smell the palm of the aiding and abetting,
Ripple goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hold.
We twist.
Like a rotten egg.
Other side.
Of a bucket of
Down, roll up.
water.
There we go. Go 1.
The stench of regret, the reek of insubordination, the resistance, the form of deceit, the funk of mutiny in action. It becomes too big and greedy. You really need to get it in the butt. Position 2. Before the
Now we can pass to the ground. Roll to the back.
off the dirt and put it on the butt.
Good. So if my arms are like this, friends, they're staying like this. The only reason that they're switching to my other toes is because my shoulders rotate, right? But then, because I'm bent over and my shoulders rotate. You see how they're still out to the side? Yeah, so this is not it, right? I'm never getting to this place. My arms stay to the side. So when I say helicopter, I quite literally mean they stay side to side. These things that I'm telling you to keep like that are for a reason, because I want it to look different, but I don't want it to look sloppy.
The Trunchbull doesn't.
Yes? So our arms are directly out to our sides, no matter what. The only change that's happening is my hips and my shoulders.
It's easier if your feet
Yes.
are at least shoulder width apart, though, because a lot
Yeah,
of
if your
them
feet
say,
are
like,
wide,
open your legs more. That will help.
Okay.
Have you ever seen anything worse? Have you ever smelled anything worse than the smell of rebellion?
Yep, and get kids. Yeah, take kids out with them.
Yeah!
So
Yes!
you're coming through these lines.
Somebody get Morgan near me.
Yeah. And that whole insubordination you're doing. So it's so deep of a lunge into nation. Yeah, into it. 1, 2, you point, then hands, then pull it. Yes.
Okay, point,
Squash.
hands,
Yeah.
squash, quash.
Yeah.
Quash is the word.
Yeah. So
Right.
this one is squash. Squash.
Okay.
5, 7, 6, 5, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. There's a bird's nest. The palm of the hands, the whole 1, 2, 3, 4. Anarchy in progress.
Please.
One sweet system, these minutes you are quivering out, powdering and pretty. Other things like this, they just want this.
Your dimension.
give him the remote to let him watch some telly.
Okay.
Because this is your good child that watches telly like he's supposed to. Mrs. Wormwood, as soon as you get to the Mr. Wormwood part is going to be you back and forth over the top of Michael's head while he's zoned out watching the TV. P.S. The TV, anytime you're watching the TV, is the audience. The audience is the boobs of the boob tube.
Okay.
All right, Misha, how is Keith supposed to end this?
All right. So, you can tell from my big telly what a very clever fella I am.
Brilliant.
Oh, I learned from telly. The bigger the telly, the smarter the man. And you can tell from my big telly just how clever a fella I am.
Nye. That's that first one is nye.
Nie.
Nye.
Nie.
It's like nye.
Nie.
Nye.
Nie.
Nye.
I say net.
Nye.
Nie.
It's nye. And then flick your tongue against your teeth to give it that n sound. Nye.
Ne.
Nye.
Ne.
It almost goes nasal. It's nye. It's almost like you're doing nye, 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 but you're starting with m. Nye.
Nie.
There you go.
Spasiba.
Spasiba.
Spasiba. Nie.
Yep.
Toze.
Tože.
Toże. What is it?
Priятня.
Pijatna.
Priятня.
Pijatna.
Pazня.
Pazna.
Kolmica.
Komica.
Zjam.
Zwiam. It's hard.
I know it is. This is probably going to be the hardest thing that you've got. Because it's a foreign language and it's weird. Okay?
Okay.
Knock on the door, just knock on the door. Don't be pathetic. Knock on the door, there's nothing to fear. You're being pathetic. It's just a door you've seen one before. Just knock on the door. Where did you try to hide? Standing outside the principal's office like a little girl. It's just pathetic. Look at you hesitating, handshaking. You should be embarrassed. You're not a little girl. It's just pathetic. Knock on the door, Jenny. What are you waiting for? Just knock on the door. Have some. Wait, she's probably having a meeting or something and won't want to be interrupted. If anything, cautioning the situation to sensible invitation. I can be glad to know.
You got that one. What? Shame, I think she's got it.
Perhaps alright, she's probably having a meeting or something and won't want to be interrupted. If anything, caution in this situation. I know. Okay, so perhaps I will wait. She's probably having a meeting or something and won't want to be interrupted. If anything, caution in these situations. So caution. Don't you look for confrontation? When possible, I'll come back later then.
And we'll slow it down even more. 1, 2, 3.
Perhaps I will wait. She's probably having a meeting or something. Won't want to be interrupted. If anything, caution in these situations is sensible. One should avoid confrontation when possible. I'll come back later then.
But she is a squid, a shrimp, an unhatched tadpole. We cannot just place her in the 11-year-olds. What kind of society would that be? What about rules, honey? Rules.
I believe that Matilda Wormwood is an exception to the rules.
An exception to the rules. In my school. Look at these two. Yeah, is that where we go?
That is exactly where that's going.
Okay.
And you can take a bigger step over to there because you're going to have your trophies against the wall. You will have trophies. And it can be a big, look at my trophies.
I want that trophy.
and you can cross Jenny and now be on this side of her instead, and do that, and then immediately turn around, same children! Like, you don't even have to break eye contact with her, and the children will just be there.
Okay, perfect.
And then when you go back to that last part, I just apply this one simple rule to hammer throwing life in school. As soon as you hit life's a ball, so learn to throw it, find the valley line into it, and always keep your feet inside the line. I want you to be behind your desk, and always keep your feet inside the line. Now get out, bump, and there's a bump at the end. I want you to sit on the bump.
Okay, perfect.
But I think it's good for grown-ups to have their own space.
Your parents must be so proud to have a girl as clever as you. And do you tell them lots of stories like you do with me? Oh, I love your stories, Matilda.
On that, I want you to lean over the desk and like, you're going to start the day.
This will be creepy without me like doing this. I'm just gonna be like, all right, so. Oh, I love your stories, Matilda. And that's not a hint, by the way. But if you did happen to have a story you wanted to tell me.
You're going to walk right past her and you're going to turn around to do your by Mrs. Phelps. That's when you two have your moment, and then you go.
And that's not a hint, by the way. But if you did happen to have a story you wanted to tell me. Goodbye, Mrs. Phelps. I'll see you next week. Goodbye, Miss Honey, and good luck with the tall story. As I was saying, Matilda, I'm not hinting, but if you did happen to have a story you wanted to tell me, I could...
Who was that lady?
That lady? Oh, that was Miss Honey. She's going to be your teacher.
That lady? That lady's my...
Your teacher, yes. Now look, are you going to tell me a story or not?
Once upon a time.
Please. I want you to keep looking after Miss Honey until you say, who was that lady?
Okay.
Okay.
Tell me a story.
And people come from miles around. Kings, queens, celebrities, and astronauts. And not just to see their skill, but also to see their love for each other, which was so deep that it was said that cats would purr as they passed, and dogs would weep with joy.